My dad came in the room, so I had to start over. So since these are being recorded in succession, this week, which is the second video that I'm recording right now, is Pretty Odd by Panic at the Disco. Like I had stated in the last one, I don't know the controversy going on with Brendan, so I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm just going to review the albums as they are without any major bias of what the people behind the albums are doing. Just my opinion of the album and how I feel about it and what songs I like. That's going to be it, as are the rest of the Panic at the Disco albums. So, no controversy is being talked about. I don't even go on Twitter to the point of stan Twitter, like Panic at the Disco stan Twitter, so I'm not sure what's happening. Like I said, no controversy. This is just my opinion on the album, what I like about the album. That's it. And that's going to be it for the rest of the videos. So this week is Pretty Odd. The full title of the album is Welcome to the Sound of Pretty Odd. It's a really pretty cover, and they probably did that on purpose. But I really like this album because it reminds me of a 70s album, very closely related to like the Beatles or the Monkees, kind of like bands like that. Except this entire album is about drugs, or a majority of the album is about drugs. I know they wrote Behind the Sea, High on Mushrooms, because the lyric, those watermelon smiles just get ripened underwater, is because those watermelon smiles, they're smiling really big, because they're on drugs. So there's that one, but it does remind me of a 70s kind of vibe, especially with the drugs going on. But this vinyl, I'm not going to take it out of the sleeve. It's nothing to write home about. It's literally just a black vinyl. I have some other ones that are colored that I will take out of the sleeve. I know I took the Fever one out of the sleeve just to show you that it was black, but this one's black too, so what's the point of taking it out? Anyway, this came out when I was 8 years old, and I remember it coming out, and that's what got me into Panic at the Disco, was this album. I remember watching the 9 in the Afternoon music video, and God, what a fucking video that is. Definitely not something for an 8-year-old, but I remember it being my favorite music video at the time. I do have to say my top songs on these are When the Day Met the Night and That Green Gentleman probably would be my top two. She Had the World be a close tie for a second. I do have a tattoo from Mad as Rabbits, but that's because it's the ending lyric of the album, and because this album has impacted me so much since I was 8 years old. That's the only reason I really got the ending lyric of the album, because We're So Starving, the beginning of it is not like tattoo worthy. Anyway, this album did come out when I was 8 years old. It was very impactful on my life. It got me into a lot of music that I'm into now, especially like music that my parents listened to. They never ever play that kind of stuff for me. They would always play like what was on the radio, what was popular on the radio. Granted, growing up in the early 2000s, it was usually like Green Day or Fall Out Boy or something like that. But that's besides the point. This album will be in the playlist that I have made, as are the rest of the albums I will be doing for the next weeks. And last week, they will all be in the same playlist, and that's in case you haven't listened to these bands before, or you want to check out new music, whatever it may be. But this one, definitely a banger. It's what mainly got me through high school, not gonna lie. Just listening to this pretty much on repeat every single day of my sophomore year. Yeah, it also really got me through the death of my friend when I was 15. If nobody knows, he was hit head-on in a drunk driving accident. It wasn't really publicized or anything because he lived in a small town, so what did it fucking matter? But he was 17, was hit head-on in a drunk driving accident, and died on collision. And this album, plus a couple other albums from Pink Floyd, really got me through his death. And so did Joji, believe it or not. I don't know if I talked about that in my Joji video, but Filthy Frank and Joji really got me through his death at that time. Just watching all of Pink guys, there was probably some raps at that point of the food raps, and I memorized them beat for beat. I remember that, but it really got me through it at that time. Anyway, if you like to vibe to songs while you're high, not that I condone that, nor is it legal where I live. If it's legal where you live, then go for it. I don't do it, nor do I do illegal shit, because I'm not up for that. If you want to vibe to this song legally and responsibly, vibe to this album, correction, legally and responsibly, it does slap. That is coming from a time where it was legally and responsibly. So, yeah, anyway, I don't really know what else to say. I know there's a video circulating on YouTube somewhere from Halloween at one point where Fall Out Boy dressed up as Panic at the Disco and sang Behind the Sea at their concert, which is pretty funny. But I really gotta say, Northern Downpour, though, hits hard when you're sad. I'm not gonna lie. My bio mom really vibes to that song, too. I'm pretty sure. She likes Panic at the Disco, and I was gonna have her write down, "Hey, Moon, please forget to fall down," because my adoptive mom is gonna get, she's writing something in Danish for me that I'm gonna get tattooed in Denmark. That's gonna go right here. But anyway, I really vibe to this album, and it's just like a nice album to chill out to if you're like studying and just having it in the background, or I'm embroidering something for Amelia right now and I was listening to this earlier. Highly recommend it. I don't know what else to say besides it's a damn good album. If you don't want to listen to the entire album, the 3 I would recommend is Northern Downpour, When the Day Met the Night, and She Had the World. Maybe Bad as Rabbits. But that's really it for this week. I will be moving on to another album for next week, and that's really it. This has been Morg Mondays for Vinyl Reviews. Like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye!